So, first things first, I'd like to give a quick shout out to T. Risden. I made a video about 2 months ago about really stupid criminals, and I asked people to post comments about really stupid criminals that they'd heard of that I hadn't mentioned in the video. And T. Risden decided to post this one about these two guys who decided to go and steal really large bags of coins instead of really large bags of, like, dollar bills and stuff, which would have been a lot more than bags of coins. Plus, bags of coins are really, really heavy and hard to escape with. So, yeah, pretty stupid criminals. So, moving on. On a certain day not too long ago, I decided that instead of driving to school, I would walk to school. What I didn't take into account on this particular day is that I was getting out of school at one of the worst possible times for traffic, and in order to get home, I had to cross this really magical, wonderful place called Jefferson Street. Do you know what it's like crossing Jefferson Street? If your answer is no, then I have this question for you. Have you ever played Frogger? When I got to Jefferson Street where I was going to cross the road, I realized what kind of situation I had gotten myself into. And I decided, screw it. I'm just going to wait until there's a decent enough gap to where I can actually just run across the street. And I did that. Wearing this. And when I started running, it was then that I realized that the straps on my backpack were kind of loose, so my backpack was pretty much swinging back and forth on my back, and I was trying to balance it as I was trying to book across Jefferson Street. Busy street, plus running, plus heavy backpack, plus loose straps equals looking stupid by default. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, where the hell am I going with this? I just thought I'd give a little bit of an example of something that we all share. Awkward moments. Everybody on this planet has had their fair share of awkward moments. Heck, I can name some that I've experienced off the top of my head. Running across Jefferson Street recently. The time where I yelled out "Tryer fuck" instead of "fire truck." The very first date I ever went on, which went horribly in every single imaginable way. That was pretty awkward. Pretty much every YouTube video I've made. My life could just be described as one really long, awkward moment. When I die, God's just gonna sit there and be like, "Well, Steve, that was awkward." Now, usually when we experience an awkward moment, we tend to think of it as a bad thing. Like when I was darting across Jefferson Street and ended up looking stupid, I was thinking, wow, I just looked really stupid and I hope nobody saw that. When people obviously did. We end up wishing that we could just go back a few seconds just so we could stop ourselves from doing something that we think of as really, really stupid. Somebody has started playing really loud music outside my house. Whatever. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it or not. The show must go on. I don't know why I did that. Now, moving on. It's this concept that all awkward moments are bad and these things that we need to push away from ourselves. That kind of leads me to this little story that I'd like to tell you. I believe I was a sophomore in high school when this happened, and at that time in my life I took the bus to school. Now, on one particular day we were coming home from school, and the bus stopped at the bus stop, and right as we stopped at the bus stop and everybody started to get off the bus, this van just comes out of nowhere and plows down this stop sign that's right at the corner of the bus stop. And the stop sign didn't just break or anything, it's like the van kind of hit it in such a way that it just bent really, really far. Now, when this happened, I got a really good look at the driver, and the look on the driver's face could best be described as the oh shit look. Now, by the oh shit look, I do not mean this. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Ah! What I mean by the oh shit look is this. Oh shit, man. Oh shit. Man, that was awesome. We almost died, but that was awesome. And as he was giving this oh shit look, the guy just backs up and drives off without a care in the world. Most of the time, the awkward moments that we have that we wish we could change are not nearly as bad as running over a stop sign and causing property damage. But this guy manages to react without a care in the world and think of it as hilarious. So this basically made me think, why can't we do the same thing with those things that we describe as awkward moments for ourselves that aren't nearly as bad? Basically what I'm trying to say is, those awkward moments that a lot of us think of as horrible really aren't that horrible. Sometimes they can even be a good thing. You guys know the band The Who, right? Any fan of The Who will know that one of their trademark things to do at a concert was to smash the hell out of their instruments. And this kind of stemmed from an awkward moment that was really an accident. In one of the earlier concerts, Pete Townsend accidentally stuck his guitar up too high, and he broke the end of it by hitting it on a low ceiling. Everybody started laughing at him, and he had the usual reaction of thinking, wow, this is terrible. So he got really pissed off, and he broke the shit out of his guitar, right in front of everybody. And then he just continued playing by getting another guitar. Because of the audience response to this, and because it happened afterward too, they decided, hey, this is a good move. This is actually getting the crowd going. And this thing that started out as a really awkward moment turned out to be one of the things that made The Who such a great band, in the eyes of so many people. I shouldn't have started talking about The Who. Now Baba O'Reilly is stuck in my head. Out here in the fields, I fight for my meal. Wow, I shouldn't have started singing either. This is awkward. This is getting really awkward. So basically what I'm trying to say here is, that awkward moment that just happened, that you might think is horrible now, might not turn out to be as horrible as you think. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this little segment on awkward moments. Steve, out. You made it this far through a video of me talking? Good job.